Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for this QiGong for back mobility and strength. Please keep in mind that this video is not meant to be used as a full class, so you don't want to do the entire video from start to finish. That's definitely not what this is meant for. This is meant to bring you some movements you can incorporate into your day, maybe just picking one or two, maybe alternating, just to strengthen your back and increase your back mobility. So if you are not sure if this video is right for you, you can definitely consult a doctor before starting. I do advise to sit and give this video a watch before starting to do any of the movements or join in. As always, not every movement will be right for everybody. So please listen to your body, know your strengths, know your abilities, and skip a movement if you just don't think it's good for you. There will be some movements we do seated for demonstration and some that we are going to be doing on the floor. So if you don't feel like getting down onto the floor, or maybe you don't have the confidence to get back up again, that is okay. You can skip those movements. So this is meant to just bring you some variety to choose from. Maybe you'll find one or two that are your favorites and you'll do them every day. All right, so yeah, that's about it for now. Just listen to your body. That is the biggest rule. And stay comfortable, stay safe. We are going to start by warming up the back muscles a little bit by doing some beautiful body spirals. So we'll let the arms hang down nice and loose. And we'll simply turn through the hips, through the waist. Great. The lower body is pretty still. It's not really moving. We're just letting the arms flow around. Great. Moving the momentum of the turning action. Great. And this helps to bring some movement side to side through the spine. It also starts to open up the hips, which are essential. Everything there through that middle of the body is all connected. So the more we can loosen up, the more range of motion we'll have. And breathe here. Great. Those arms are lightly bouncing against the belly and the low back, warming up the muscles and encouraging some beautiful energy flow. Great. Simple as that. And come to a nice easy stop, letting that body unwind. The complement to this is what we call spinal cord breathing. And whereas knocking on the body involved a shift laterally with the spine, this one is going to open the spine back to front. So we're going to bring the hands up by the head. Take a nice deep breath in and simply open that chest to the sky. Let the elbows drop and relax. As you exhale, bring the arms to the front toward each other. Sink the chest just a little bit. We don't have to go all the way forward. We're just softening those shoulders. This is what it looks like from the side. Great. Keeping those knees nice and soft. And breathe in and open. Breathe out. Relax. Great. This one helps to pump that energy up and down the spine. Really wake it up. This is another one of my favorites in the morning when I first wake up. Really helps to wake up those back muscles. And the stronger we can get our back, our hips, our legs even, the more upright we'll walk. We'll have better posture. We'll have less falls, be more stable in our feet as we get older. Great, breathe in. Breathe out. Wonderful, let go. Have a little shake. Wonderful. We're going to open up through the hips a little bit deeper today. Because like I said, the more we can release here as well, that will pull a bit less, especially on the low back. So this one is called Earth Revolves Around the Sun. The hands will float out in front of you, palms to the earth. Knees again are soft. We try not to lock any joints in Qigong. We like that energy to flow, we like the body to be soft and bouncy. All right, the hips are going to float a little bit off to the right, and the hands will float a little bit off to the left. Great. We're going to move the hands and the hips in opposite directions so that we come to a figure eight. This is what it looks like. The hands move to the right as the hips go to the left, and then they come and meet together in the middle. Then we start again, floating out, circle round, and return. Great. You can just make little movements. They don't even have to be that big. Just going for movement, period. Beautiful. And breathe, natural, breathe soft. This is really nice for the brain as well. Little challenge. Great. Go one more to this side. Come on back. Maybe take a pause, take a breath, let the brain reset. And then we will go the other way. So the hands will float a little bit to the right, the hips a little bit to the left, and then we will make circles. Beautiful. Great. Let's go one more time. Wonderful. All right. Another really nice thing you can do to show a little love to the back, to bring a little attention and warmth there, is simply bring your hands to the low back. Now, when they rest there, it might be more comfortable to rest the backs of the hands. You might want to rest the palms there. It's totally up to you. And just tap nice and lightly on the back, up and down, as far as it's comfortable to reach. Circle round. Essentially just giving yourself a little back massage here, tenderizing those muscles, waking them up and bringing some blood flow to the area. Most of our back problems are with the low back. It gets a little stiff, especially with our modern day lives of sitting, working at a desk 8 hours a day or more. So it's really nice to take these breaks and just show the body a little love. Great, relax, maybe give it a little shake. Wonderful. And we'll do a few stretches as well. So we're going to do something called taking fruit. We'll reach up to the sky, right? Both arms are just reaching up. And when we do this, we want to secure the low back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that pelvis and just tilt it forward a little bit so that the spine or the tailbone curves under. And that helps to bring some support and stability to the low back. All right. And then what we're going to do is one arm at a time, we're just going to reach up and lengthen through the sides. This is going to bring a nice elongation to the spine. And stretch out the hips, release them. And breathe. Great. That's level one, simply reaching one arm at a time. If you need more of a stretch or you want more movement, if it feels good for you, you can lean a little bit. Lean through the sides. Always coming back to center before switching sides. Beautiful. This will open up the rib cage a little deeper. That's always nice for the lungs. Give them a little more wiggle room. Gorgeous. Simple as that. Go ahead and shake it out. Another nice exercise we can do to stretch and elongate the spine, we call separating earth and sky. Simply taking one hand, palm to the earth, reaching down a little bit, and taking the other hand, palm to the sky, reaching up. So we're going to, at the same time, reach those arms opposite each other, stretching out the body. And we'll come through with both hands, through the center, little spiral here, and switch. You can breathe in as you expand. Breathe out, switch. I'm going to sink down a little bit here. You can stand a little taller. Just want to get that whole body into frame. Beautiful. That's a nice one. Just stretch it out. Give a little shake here. And you can do the same thing through the sides. This will give you a nice little twisting motion, only if it feels comfortable for you. Great. So we take one hand. We'll say the left, I'll do your mirror image. Sweep it to the right, and take that right hand and sweep it to the left behind you. Great. And we come back through the center, and we switch. One hand pushes forward, the other behind. Simply turning through the hips, through the waist. Try to keep that lower body steady and straight. So what we're not doing is we're not collapsing those knees. Building a strong foundation through the bottom. And simply turning through the waist. A lot of these movements will also at the same time activate the core muscles. And you can actually pair some of these movements with the ones from my balance video. And this will work a lot of the core muscles as well. The stronger our core is, as you probably know, the more support you give to the low back. So keep that in mind. All right, beautiful. Those are a couple nice little stretches you can do. Let's jump into a few flows. So these will help the back and bring some beautiful nourishing energy to the back, as well as bring a little peace for our mind. So the first one is holding up the sky. And we're going to round those arms in front of us and simply flow them up. The palms will face the lungs, and then they will spiral up and hold up the clouds. And then we will come down in reverse. The palms face the earth. They briefly face the lungs and fall back open to the belly. Great. This one honors the breath as well. Breathe in, flow up, and breathe out. Great. We're bringing some breath to the body and visualizing that breath flowing through to all the muscles, bringing hydration, bringing nourishment. Great. And here's where level 2 comes in to help the back as well. So we're going to breathe in, flow up, hold up those clouds. And as you breathe out this time, we're just going to turn through the waist to one side, just as far as it's comfortable. And then breathe in back to center. And breathe out, lower down. Great. Breathe in up to the sky. Breathe out. Let's turn to the other side. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out. Relax. Great. We'll do that one more time to each side. This very subtle twist will help to wring out old energy. Bring a little gentle stretch here to the back. Great. Slow down. Breathe in. Breathe out and turn. Remember, just as far as it feels good. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out. Wonderful. Easy as that. Great. All right, this next flow is called the fountain, and it gathers some nourishing energy from the earth. We're going to pull it up, and it's going to store some beautiful energy into the low back. So, and this is also a really nice one because we round through the spine. So we're undulating through the spine on this one, bringing some beautiful movement to each and every vertebra, moving one vertebra at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by letting the hips glide back a little bit, creating a little room for those arms to hang down. The upper body is just soft. The shoulders are a bit rounded here. We're not totally hanging forward. That back still has some structure. We're just soft. Great. The backs of the hands face each other. And what we're going to do is tuck that tailbone under again to support the low back. And then roll up gently and slowly through the spine. Hands float up to about the heart. And then we let them fountain out to the sides. And as the arms fall down, the hips glide back and we relax again. Great. And we breathe in, roll up, breathe out, relax. This brings a more subtle movement to the back and to the spine. Like a soft massage. It teaches the body to move with softness, with grace. It infuses us with a bit of peacefulness as well. When that body is relaxed, it sends a message to the brain back through the whole body. Allowing it to really settle into rest and digest mode, which is internally healing for the body. Beautiful. Breathe in, roll up. Breathe out, relax. Awesome. Can do that one for a few minutes. That feels really nice. Helps us to slow down and be more conscious of how we're moving in general. Great. We'll do a few movements with a chair. So you can see that you can do some of these beautiful back support movements while you're seated. These are also a little bit easier to do seated rather than standing, although you can do both. All right, the first one, called the windmill stretch. And again, it's just going to open up through the sides. It's going to open up the rib cage, the hips a little bit. And what we're going to do is, there's two levels to this. Start on the left side, do your mirror image. You can either rest the forearm on the leg, which is going to allow that body to lean forward. If that's too much of a lean for you, second option is to let the hand rest on the leg so that you're sitting a little bit more upright if that's what you need. Okay, so I'll demonstrate. I'll try to use both so you can see what it looks like. We're going to release the right arm, just let it hang in the middle, and then we'll scoop it up and around up to the sky. Let the eyes follow the hand. And then we will come back along that same arc. And as that arm moves back through the center, it will relax on the right leg. We'll release the left arm. Take that arm up to the sky. Follow with your eyes. Come on back. Great. And switch. You can add the breath here. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out. Relax. Great. There's a lot of movement here. You can feel it through the back, through the hips, through the sides. I'll do it with the hand on the leg. A little less of a lean. And one more time to each side. Beautiful. Relax. Shake it out. Shrug those shoulders. Great. Another really nice way to simply release tension and tightness from the upper back, and especially between those shoulder blades, is just simple shoulder rolls. Up and back. You might feel a little crackling, a little crunching. And then you can even try to see what it feels like rolling them forward. Have a little play, see how that feels. Great. Ah, beautiful. While we're here, another beautiful stretch for that upper back is dragon stretches the tail. So what we're going to do is bring our hands up to the left side of the face. The palms are both facing you. And we look into the palms. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we turn the palms away, sweep them to the left, and turn the head to the right. Look away in the other direction. Great. And then bring them back in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sweep away. And turn and look away. Great. You'll feel this a little bit through the upper back. It's very subtle. And then you can relax the arms and switch to the other side. Look into the palms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sweep away and turn the head. Great. This also releases some tension through the shoulders as well. Nice and simple. Great. Have a little shake. All right, great. This is another movement you can do to bring some beautiful lateral motion to the spine while you're seated. And this is called Move the Body Like a River. And we're just going to rest the hands on the legs. Lean forward. Let the back be a little bit flat like a tabletop. So we're looking straight down at the floor. That head, neck, and spine are all in alignment here. And all you're going to do is you're going to start to move the body to the side, starting through the hips, through the ribs, the shoulders, the head comes last. And then shift the weight to the other side and roll through. Back to center. And then walk yourself up back to a tall seat. Great. All right, we are going to back to our feet. And do what we call a full body flow. This is not only good for the low back, but it's also good for the entire body, all the major muscles. And it's also going to release some tension through the backs of the legs as well. As you know, sometimes when we have tight muscles up through the legs and the glutes, that will pull on the back. So we'll release it all. All right, so this is the full form. Please watch it first, see what it looks like, and I'll try to show you some modifications as well. So what we're going to do is make sure those legs are a bit wider than the shoulders. The knees, again, are still soft. Clasp one hand in the other lightly. And breathe up into the sky. We're going to fold forward. The back is flat. We're just hinging at the waist. Exhale, hanging down. Great. The arms coming close to the body. We tuck the tailbone under. The knees are bent a little more. And again, here we are rolling up through the spine slowly, one vertebra at a time. Head comes up last. And right back into that flow again. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That body is soft. It's relaxed. Great. We'll come up and release those arms. Beautiful. If you would like to stretch out through the back of the body and you can't quite fold forward if that doesn't feel comfortable, we can use a chair here. Great. Okay. What you can do is just stand facing a chair and rest your hands onto the seat of the chair. Make sure it's nice and steady. We don't want a chair with wheels. And then just hang forward. Let the elbows drop so you have that support. You can even use the chair to help lower yourself down to the floor. And then use the chair to climb back up again, keeping everything nice and safe. You can also use your own body. If you want to hang forward, you can use the hands, rest them on the legs, and just climb down. Walk the hands down to the floor, and then walk the hands up the body. Great. Rolling up. So a few little modifications for you. But again, if none of that feels good, skip it all together. We've got plenty more to work with. Great. Let me just put this off to the side for a second. There we go. We are now going to do a few moves on the floor. It's a little closer. There we go. Tilt it down a little bit. We'll get a little closer there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. You can see me a little bit better. Okay. So however it feels good to you, go ahead and lower yourself down. We're going to take a tabletop position first. So what this looks like is you're on your hands and knees. The wrists are lined up right underneath the shoulders. The knees are lined up right beneath the hips. And that back is nice and flat like a tabletop. The belly, the core is engaged to keep you nice and flat, right? All right, so we'll do some cat-cow breaths. This is really nice to move the back and open it. All right, and essentially this is just belly breathing, but in tabletop position. So what we're going to do is breathe in, let the belly fill up, let it expand and drop down. And as that happens, we're naturally going to look forward a bit, right? This is cow. As you exhale, The belly button pulls back toward the spine and continues up toward the ceiling, arching the back. Empty out the breath. Great. Inhale. Drop the belly, let it fill. Exhale. Belly button rises up. Nice, slow, gentle movements, massaging the back. We're not really filling up that belly with air. We're just engaging the diaphragm and the lower lungs. Great. Those are some beautiful exercises you can do from this position. Then we come back to a nice flat back. And we can move the hips side to side. This next one for the visual is called dog wags the tail. So what we're going to do is just move the hips gently side to side, like you're happily wagging a tail. Great. Again, bringing lateral movement to the spine. Great. Wonderful. From here, let's give ourselves a bit of a rest and a stretch. We are going to make sure the tops of those feet are on the mat. Lower the hips back. Great. Into child's pose. Now, we have a few options here for the arms, depending on what is comfortable for you. So experiment, do what feels good. All right, we're going to wiggle into those hips, get nice and comfy. Let the upper body relax toward the floor. You can even let the forehead rest on the ground or on the yoga mat. You can leave the arms out in front of you and give them a little stretch. Maybe walk them away from the body a little bit. Bring a nice stretch through the shoulders, the upper back. Great. If that doesn't feel good, you can do the opposite. You can let the arms come and rest down by the sides, backs of the hands to the floor. Relax the shoulders down. And have a little shimmy, get comfy. That's option 2. Option 3 is to bend the elbows. The hands come toward each other, and we rest the forehead on the hands. You can even overlap them like a pillow. Rest the forehead there. Great. A few breaths here, really relax. This is what the pillow looks like. And this really helps to bring a nice stretch again through the hips and the lower back. Great. That is resting in child's pose. All right. We are going to come onto one hip here. Swing those legs around. Great. Come to a nice seated position. And we'll do some nice floor stretches for the back. We'll take a half of a V. We're not going to open up both legs at the same time. I prefer to have one leg out. We'll say that's the left leg. The right leg is bent with the foot close to the body. You can have a little space here. I feel like this is more stable. And then we're just going to let the left hand rest on the left leg. The right elbow is going to rock up to the sky. We're going to sweep that right hand toward the extended left toes. And then rock it up again. Great. You don't need to reach. You don't need to touch the toes. You don't even need to come close. We're simply just bringing some nice range of movement through the back. Gaining some mobility here, some flexibility. And also stretching through the backs of those legs. Great. Leaning forward a bit. And then rolling up, sitting tall. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you sweep away. Just go as far as it's comfortable. A lot of forms of exercise will ask you to give 100%, maybe even 110%. But in Qigong, we famously only ask for about 70% effort. We want everything to be soft and relaxed. Great. Come on back. Bring both legs out to the front briefly and just give them a little shake. Great. And then we'll switch. Bring that right leg out to the side. The left leg can tuck in. Of course, you can open both legs at the same time if that does feel good for you. Leave them and still do that same exercise. Actually, I'll demonstrate this way on the other side. So we're leaving the right hand on the right leg, doing your opposite here. Letting that left elbow rock up to the sky. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Sweep toward the opposite toe. Great. Breathe in. Breathe out. Even if you can only reach a little bit, say this is as far as you can go. That's fine as well. We're just looking for movement. And flow. Great. One more time on this side. Wonderful. Come on back. Again, bringing both those legs together, giving them a little shake. Gorgeous. All right. Let's roll onto the back. This is one of my favorites. This is a really easy movement to do as soon as you wake up in the morning. You can do this while you're lying in bed. And it's a really nice massage for the low back. It really helps to warm things up and to open them up. All right, we are going to roll down, nice and easy. Maybe hold on to the legs as you go down. Great. And then we are going to hug those knees in toward the chest, hands on the shins, or if you can, hug all the way around. Great. And then simply rock side to side, like a turtle on its back. Feel that nice massage through the low back in particular. You'll feel it through all the back muscles though, really. You'll feel it a little bit through the hips if they're a bit tender. Great. Keep those muscles nice and warm. Keep them loose. And breathe. Great. And then when you're ready to get up, simply use that momentum. Roll on to one side. Great. And you can push yourself up to a seated position. Great. From there, you can finish, or you can stand yourself back up again. For now, I will just say thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like this, check out the others. You can pair them together, mix and match. I'll hope to see you soon.